What are you doing?
Tell your principal, you never place the fuck with the dead.
Bishop lives alone on a boat moored at a seaside resort, embracing a quiet, disciplined lifestyle. Each morning begins with the comforting ritual of brewing fresh coffee, its rich aroma mingling with the sounds of his favorite music as he enjoys the peaceful surroundings. Afterward, he carefully secures the vessel, discreetly arming a concealed security bomb to protect it from any unwanted visitors. With everything set, he climbs onto his motorcycle and rides off to a familiar restaurant, where the staff welcomes him like a longtime friend. A server leads Bishop to a secluded table with a sweeping view of the ocean, its waves glistening under the morning sun. As he gets comfortable, a young woman with striking Asian features approaches him, exuding a quiet confidence. She tells him she's been searching for him for quite some time. Without wasting a moment, she delivers her message her employer has a job for him, 3 targets, each of whom must die, in a way that appears completely natural. With a knowing glance, she reminds him that such precision is well within his skill set. Then, her tone hardens as she delivers a chilling ultimatum. If Bishop refuses, she'll expose his secret to those still hunting him, revealing that he faked his death and has been hiding from his past ever since. As she speaks, Bishop quickly spots several men positioned nearby, their tense, watchful eyes leaving no doubt they're there to enforce her message. Staying composed, he coolly asks her to make a phone call. The instant she pulls out her phone, he moves with precision, snapping a photo of her before she realizes his intent. Startled, she draws a gun, but Bishop's reflexes are sharper, and he's already a step ahead. In a flash, he disarms and incapacitates her, knocking her out before the situation can escalate any further. Her accomplices spring into action, lunging at Bishop, but his expert combat skills kick and Lee dispatches them with swift, calculated precision. As the chaos settles, he quickly scans the restaurant's security cameras and spots another group of armed thugs closing in fast. Wasting no time, Bishop vaulted over the restaurant wall and leapt onto a nearby cable car, using it as a quick escape route, but the girl wasn't ready to let him go. Driven and relentless, she and a handful of her men gave chase, boarding the same cable car cabin. Once inside, they drew their weapons on the unsuspecting passengers, turning them into hostages to gain the upper hand against Bishop. They searched the cabin in a frenzy, unaware that Bishop was silently positioned above them. The moment the girl spotted him and opened fire, he sprang into action, leaping off the cable car and landing on a plastic sightseeing boat below, vanishing from their grasp. That night, he made his way cautiously back to the dock where his boat was moored. From a secure vantage point, he observed 2 strangers carelessly rifling through his belongings. Without hesitation, he pulled out his phone and triggered the detonator. The boat exploded in a fiery blast, wiping out all traces of his presence. Later, in a secluded area lined with towering shipping containers, Bishop pried one open and burned his passport along with every document linking him to his past, erasing the final pieces of his old identity. With his tracks erased, he traveled to a remote Thai island to reunite with a woman from his past. She ran a small tourist hotel and had once shared a deep bond with him. Without hesitation, she led him to the same room he had stayed in before, offering him refuge once more. Inside the room, Bishop went straight to a hidden compartment and retrieved a bag containing essentials: phone, weapons, and backup passports. Without delay, he began tracking the girl he had photographed at the restaurant, setting his next move in motion. His search soon revealed key information about her and her employer, a man named Crane. Gina arrived at the hotel, asking the owner for first aid, unaware of the tension brewing beneath the surface. As the owner treated her, she noticed a fresh bruise on Gina's hand, a clear sign of a recent struggle. With quiet concern, she asked if Gina needed more help, but Gina only requested a first aid kit, insisting she was fine before leaving later that night. She boarded a small boat moored nearby and disappeared into the night. From a distance, the hotel owner, a longtime acquaintance of Bishop, noticed a shadowy figure on the boat. Under the dim moonlight, someone was attacking the girl. Concerned, she rushed to Bishop, pleading for his help. Without hesitation, he headed straight for the boat. Upon arrival, Bishop confronted the man, coldly ordering him to release the girl and leave. Defiant, the man drew a gun and aimed it at Bishop, In an instant, Bishop fired first, neutralizing him with lethal precision. After ensuring the girl's safety, he returned to the hotel and assured the owner the situation was resolved. Before leaving, Bishop asked the owner to arrange for Gina's return to the hotel. While searching the boat, he found a passport and a phone displaying a photo of himself. Sensing a deeper threat, he swiftly activated an explosive device, destroying the boat to erase all traces before returning to the hotel. At the hotel, Bishop confronted Gina, demanding answers. He asked why her phone had pictures of him and whether she was working for Crane. Under pressure, Gina confessed Crane was blackmailing her, using leverage to control her. She then revealed the chilling truth. The entire ordeal had been a trap to lure Bishop in. Crane's plan was straightforward: use Gina to get close to Bishop. Her job was to meet him and confirm his location, sealing his fate. However, Bishop uncovered a deeper truth. Gina was running a shelter for children rescued from human trafficking. Crane had exploited her compassion, using the children as leverage to control her. As Bishop absorbed the revelation, his sharp eyes spotted a boat approaching the island. Armed men on deck, a clear sign his hunters were closing in. He instructed Gina to maintain the ruse, pretending to still earn his trust. Overcome with guilt, Gina sincerely apologized for setting him up. She explained that she had no choice. The children at the shelter were everything to her. Bishop listened, his gaze filled with understanding. He respected her resolve, recognizing a struggle he knew too well. He then revealed that he and Crane had once been controlled by the same ruthless crime boss, but unlike Crane, Bishop had broken free. Crane had never escaped, suffering brutal consequences for Bishop's freedom, which fueled his hatred. Determined to get Gina to safety, Bishop devised an escape plan. Before setting it in motion, he gave her a watch as a keepsake, urging her to guard it and assuring her they'd meet again. Before they could act, Crane's men suddenly appeared and kidnapped Gina. Determined to rescue her, Bishop contacted Crane, demanding a face-to-face meeting. When they finally met, Bishop wasted no time, insisting on Gina's immediate release. Crane met Bishop's intense gaze, unfazed, and laid out his terms. Gina's release depended on Bishop eliminating 3 targets. To prove he wasn't bluffing, Crane handed Bishop a file with the target's details. The first name on the list was an African arms dealer, locked in a maximum security prison, an impenetrable fortress with nearly impossible access. Crane wasn't done. He handed Bishop a GPS capsule, ordering him to swallow it after the mission to track his every move. Unmoved, Bishop locked eyes with him and demanded proof Gina was still alive. Crane, unfazed, calmly responded after each successful kill, Bishop would be allowed a call to confirm her safety. As a final assurance, Crane promised to reveal Gina's location once the last target was eliminated. Bishop focused on the first target, carefully studying the dossier. His mission took him to Malaysia, where he examined every detail of the high-security prison holding the arms dealer, a secluded fortress in the middle of the sea, surrounded by shark-infested waters. The prison was surrounded by 100-meter cliffs, creating a natural barrier that made infiltration nearly impossible. Every detail pointed to a mission of extreme difficulty. Getting in was one thing, but escaping alive was another challenge entirely. Determined, Bishop studied the list of wanted men, searching for the ideal identity to assume. After careful consideration, Bishop chose a target whose appearance and background fit his needs. He replicated the man's distinctive facial tattoo, marking it onto his own skin. With his new identity in place, Bishop was ready to execute the infiltration. On the second day, fully prepared, he stepped onto the street, knowing what lay ahead. As expected, Bishop was quickly arrested and taken to the prison. Sitting in his cell, Crane's warning echoed: if the targets didn't die by accident, there would be no rescue. Inside, Bishop noted that the arms dealer, Krill, was always accompanied by bodyguards. Bishop discreetly questioned an inmate, who revealed that Krill was a ruthless assassin, infamous for orchestrating the assassination of the Liberian president. Many had tried to kill Krill in prison, but none had succeeded. When an inmate attacked Krill, Bishop unexpectedly intervened and defended him. Impressed by Bishop's actions, Krill invited him to dinner as thanks, but when the time came, Bishop wasted no time. He eliminated Krill with precision. His death was ruled food poisoning, but the fallout was just beginning. Soon after, Bishop set off a daring escape plan, detonating a section of the prison wall to create an exit. Before entering the treacherous waters, Bishop coated his body with a shark-repellent substance for a safer passage. Without hesitation, he swallowed the GPS capsule and plunged into the sea, preparing for the perilous swim. Almost immediately, a message was sent to the ship's captain, confirming Bishop had completed his mission and that his location was being tracked in real time. Bishop soon contacted Gina via video call. Her eyes were filled with worry as she warned him he had just 36 hours to complete the second assassination, or they would kill her. Remaining calm, Bishop reassured her she was safe and had nothing to fear. Moments later, Crane sent the details of his next target, Adrian, a billionaire in the mining industry who secretly ran a human trafficking empire. Adrian's fortress was a towering skyscraper in Australia, where he lived on the 58th floor. Bishop discovered that his apartment was nearly impenetrable, with reinforced concrete walls, bulletproof security, and tightly monitored entry points, including sensors and fingerprint recognition, making infiltration seem impossible. Undeterred, Bishop devised a plan. Posing as a potential tenant for the unit below Adrian's, he secretly duplicated the key and photographed the floor plans, studying every detail. Disguised as a maintenance worker, Bishop concealed a sophisticated glass bomb in his uniform. Using the copied key, Bishop silently entered Adrian's apartment, planted the device, and exited undetected. He then moved swiftly to the billionaire's glass-bottom pool, where the final phase of his plan unfolded. With precision, Bishop detonated the bomb, shattering the pool's reinforced glass, and sending Adrian plummeting to his death. During their conversation, Gina subtly angled her camera to capture the boat's identification number. Bishop recognized the clue and quickly pinpointed its location. Without delay, he boarded a helicopter and headed for the vessel. Upon arrival, he infiltrated the boat, eliminating several guards with precision. However, his success was short-lived as he was eventually overpowered and captured. Crane, cold and unforgiving, warned Bishop that defying orders would end their agreement and seal Gina's fate. He then handed Bishop his final mission: eliminate Max, a wealthy American arms dealer who had acquired a former communist monument in Bulgaria. Perched atop a remote mountain, the monument made infiltration even more challenging. Beneath the mountain was a hidden facility with a submarine repair dock. These subs were equipped with intercontinental ballistic missiles, making Max a high-stakes target. The fortress was heavily guarded, and any intrusion meant certain death. After Bishop quietly took out 2 guards, Max tightened security further, raising the stakes even higher. With just 48 hours left, Bishop knew time was running out. He learned that Max had scheduled a medical helicopter, and seized the opportunity to hide beneath it. As soon as he arrived, Bishop activated a jammer, disabling the surveillance cameras and throwing the facility into chaos. With precision, Bishop eliminated the guards escorting Max to the secure room. He then rigged the elevator with explosives, triggering a blast that shook the building. When Max reached the safe room, he was shocked to find Bishop waiting. Instead of attacking, Bishop proposed an unexpected alliance, staging Max's death to lure Crane into a trap. The plan was to fake Max's death to deceive Crane, forcing him to send men for the body and leaving him vulnerable on his boat. This would be the perfect opportunity to eliminate Crane. To sell the deception, a massive explosion rocked Max's headquarters, sending him into a water basin. Underwater, Bishop awaited, quickly handing Max an oxygen tank and guiding him to safety. Once the chaos settled, they escaped to a remote island. There, Bishop contacted Crane, demanding Gina's release. Crane, however, refused, insisting on seeing Max's body before complying. Bishop calmly informed Crane that Max's body was secured in his submarine at the facility. Crane, taking the bait, sent his men to verify the death, triggering the final phase of Bishop's plan. Meanwhile, Bishop had strategically planted explosives in Crane's reception area. As Crane's men arrived, Bishop launched a swift, precise assault, taking them down effortlessly. Crane, watching helplessly on the security cameras, could only witness the chaos. Bishop infiltrated the boat, neutralizing every guard in his way, but during the crossfire, Gina was shot. Despite Crane activating the boat's self-destruct, Bishop fought through the chaos to reach her. Bishop placed Gina in a lifeboat, ensuring her escape just before the explosion. Meanwhile, he and Crane fought a brutal hand-to-hand battle for survival. In the end, Bishop overpowered Crane, chaining him up. As the boat exploded in flames, their struggle came to a decisive end. Gina was safely rescued as the ship sank beneath the waves, its wreckage vanishing into the sea. Surrounded by the children, her face filled with relief and joy, she was stunned when Bishop appeared before her, alive and well. Meanwhile, Max reviews the security footage and uncovers the truth Bishop had hidden in a reinforced steel chamber, designed for emergencies on the boat, ensuring his survival. With this revelation, the film concludes. Thank you for watching.